Welcome to another video from me. This time we have all 2020 releases. Here we go. First up we have this one. This is old Leshy with a record called Pośród monumentalnych szczytów, meaning among monumental peaks. It was released by Werewolf Promotion, and this is a Polish black metal band, one-man band, and they were formed in 2016 in Warsaw, and this record is the debut full length, and the music is atmospheric black metal in the vein of early Emperor. So it's a math wall of synths, but nice guitar melodies and riffing, and mid-paced and fast-paced. And my favorite track is the fourth, Jaskinia. It contains 9 tracks and is how long is it? It's around 43 minutes, and you can see it's a jewel case, and you get lyrics and nice artwork. All lyrics is in Polish. But check this out, old Leshy, Pośród monumentalnych szczytów, if you like Emperor or Wargrav. Next up we have this one. It's very dark, but it's what's it called? The Current Towards End by Downcross. Downcross I've talked about before. They released 2 full lengths last year, which was good. And this is an EP released through Cavum Atrum Rex earlier this year, and it contains 4 tracks, and my favorite is Where Veil of Flesh Will Tear. The intro sounds like Mastodon's Blood and Thunder. They reused that riffing style, and mix it with black metal. It's very good stuff, and nothing really new. This is continuation of their 2 full lengths, and since they released 2 full lengths last year, they probably will release another full length later this year. But if you like Migwa and stuff like that, this is recommended. Downcross, Current Towards End. You get a lyric sheet. It's dark gray on black background. Very hard to read, but good stuff. Next up we have some tapes. This is Medico Peste with their album called The Black Bile. It was released through Season of Mist Underground Activists earlier this year. And Medico Peste is a Polish black metal band formed in 2010 in Krakow. And apparently 3 of the members performed live with Migwa. So that was what piqued my interest. But excuse me. And this is the band's sophomore release, and I can't really compare it to anything I heard before. There are some parts wide-ward with the jazz influence without the saxophones, and there are some death omega parts, weird stuff, a lot of ambient with whispers and stuff, but it's very good. All tracks are very good. It contains 7 tracks and it's around 50 minutes long. There are some ambient parts that I could have skipped, and my favorite track is Where Saviors Believers, and my least favorite is Holy Opium. And if they could have taken some of the better parts of Holy Opium and fused in with the first 2 tracks, it would have been nice. And the tape is black. You get the J card folds out and you have lyrics. Good stuff if you like a bit avant-garde black metal. Just one more thing, the bass is very audible and does its own thing sometimes, and I really like that, because if the bass just plods along with the rhythm guitar or bass drums and stuff, that's not so fun. But it's very fun when they allow the basses to do its own thing. It adds a new layer to the music. So check this out if you like experimental bass playing. And this is Open the Otherness by Voodus, released by Helter, Skelter Production, Shadow Records and Regain Records. It actually releases on the 22nd, I believe, 22nd of June. But I got my pre-order early. And Voodus is a Swedish black metal, melodic black metal band. And I talked about them last year, I believe. They released Into the Wild, a very good record, very late in 2018. It would probably crack my top 10 in 2018 list of album of the year if I had heard it before I did the list. Anyway, this contains 2 tracks. It's an EP. It's over 20 minutes long. It's melodic Swedish black metal with lots of interludes and beautiful guitar work. And the tape is black, and the J chord folds out, and you have lyrics for the 2 tracks. Open the Otherness and Pillars of Fire, and this is a continuation of Into the Wild. So check Voodus out if you have not. And next up we have this. This is a band called Terrestrial Hospice, and the album is called Indian Summer Brought Mushroom Clouds, and was released through Shadow Records, Regain Records, and maybe Helter Skelter Productions also. I don't know. It officially releases this Monday, but I pre-ordered it along with the Voodus EP and got it early. And Terrestrial Hospice is another Polish black metal band, but it doesn't sound anything like the other 2. This is more in the vein of early Dark Throne mixed in with some Sargeist, and Inferno from Behemoth plays the drums, which I didn't realize until I actually had the record. And the drumming is great, riffing is great, everything is very, very good on this. It contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tracks, and it's about 37 minutes long. And the tape looks like this, kind of red. And the J chord is just very simple, no lyrics attached. But if you like Sargeist and Darkthrone and stuff, check Terrestrial Hospice out with the Indian Summer Brought Mushroom Clouds. They're the band's album debut. And the last, we have a vinyl record. This is Bütcher, the Belgian band Bütcher, with the album called 666 Goats Carry My Chariot. It was released through Osmose Productions early this year, and there are a lot of bands called Bütcher, but this one is from Belgium and was formed in 2002, and this is their sophomore release. The band plays some kind of mix of speed, thrash and black metal, and it's very intense, great riffing, and it contains 9 tracks, and the title track is 9 minutes long, and it's some kind of a battery homage. It sounds like Viking metal, Viking era battery, but then it changes to some maybe King Diamond or Merciful Fate stuff, and some proto black metal and Halloween. It's a mishmash of styles, and the vocals change accordingly on that track, and they're very, very well written. There are maybe one part where the music is a little bit sloppy, the transformation between styles, but all the other tracks are speed metal, very intense, very fast. And I think the title track is one of my favorite, and I also like Viking Funeral and Sentinels of Death. And yeah, very good stuff. It's a gatefold, nice, and the record is on Orange Galaxy, but it's very, very hard to tell that it's orange. I thought it was black, but if you put it on out in the sun, you can kind of see that it's not black. Anyway, this is very entertaining stuff, so check Butcher's 666 Goats Carry My Chariot if you like speed metal with a black metal twist. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.